Oh. Yeah, I wondered if those were fish that I went over. Joe's Point, coming good again. Okay, it's got a bit of a wiggle. There we go, 5 minutes of fishing into my first fish. Can't tell if he's put me in some weed or something. What is going on here? Oh no, he's hooked weirdly and he's got some weed around him. What a winning combo. Oh yeah, here we go. Got an entire clump of weed and there's a fish in there somewhere. There we go. 5 minutes of fishing, 35 centimetre bass. Not a bad start to the day. Well, good morning from Lake Kurwongbah. It feels like a long time since I've been here. I've been zipping around, going up to Ewan Maddock and Manchester a couple of times. So yeah, it feels good to be back on the old favourite. A couple of fish off Joe's Point. Oh no. Is this going to be another Tiny Fish Friday? I don't know where all the big fish in Kurwongbah have gone, but I'll tell you what, I can't catch them right now. See ya. Pretty small, and to be honest, just not feeling it. There's a couple of spots that I am desperate to try. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get my paddle on and head up to the top of the lake. Don't quite know what today's got in store for me. It's been raining pretty much solidly all week, and today's the first day that I've seen the sunshine. So it's fantastic to be out here. But how the weather will have affected the fishing remains to be seen. Yeah, let's get my paddle on. Couple of spots on my way up to the top end. Hopefully we find some of the big girls, because seriously, last couple of months at Lake Kurwongbah it's just been tiny fish after tiny fish. And yeah, could do with a bend in the rod today. Is that a fish? I think that's a fish. I think that's a really tiny fish. Because all I can catch at Kurwongbah at the moment is teeny tiny fish. Well, maybe he's got a bit bigger, I'm not sure. No, he's just hooked weirdly. Oh, I think you can go straight back, buddy. Here we go. Let's take a gamble, shall we? Let's take a gamble. And the gamble paid off. They're us. Oh, come on. It's good. A small fish and it's come off. Oh, something's picked up. Something's picked that up. That doesn't feel tiny either. Mind you, I am going over some weed right now, so it might have immediately weeded me out. Interesting, so there are some fish off Caravan Point. A lot of weed, a lot of weed. Is he still actually on? I feel like he is. Creak, creak. Alright, he's sort of pulling back. This might be a better fish, you know. This might be a better fish. He's desperately trying to get that back down into that weed. Oh yeah, that's a bit more respectable. That's a bit more like it. Here you come, buddy. Alright, there we go. Well, that's a bit more like it. That's a 38. I picked up a teeny tiny one off Toga Point. And there were fish around, but again, just seemed very, very small. So yeah, That's a bit more like it. Caravan Point, although there's no caravan here anymore, has thrown up a missed fish and so far fish of the session, so fingers crossed there's some more here. Alright, let's have another go, shall we? Wind, I'm not going to fight you today. Kurwongbah, are we back into a random fish here and a random fish there again? Well, I've had 2-3 casts and just constantly got little kind of snap, snap. Yeah, it's just a little pluck, pluck, pluck. Yep, go on, yeah, see again. Oh, okay, that's actually a fish this time. God, just real tentative tap, 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 tap. Finally got one to actually bite. Oh, he's definitely pulling back a bit. I'm just catching up with him now. Yes, a combination of the wind and this fish. I'm making my way up the lake pretty rapidly. Oh yeah, you'll do. You'll do. That's a bit more like it. That is definitely a bit more like it. Another similar length fish. He's a 38. Yeah. It's interesting, the bites are really lackluster. They're just kind of nip, 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 nip. And then just kind of pick it up almost kind of half-heartedly. But yeah, where I've drifted down, there's definitely a lot more fish showing on the sounder. About there. Just do with a, 40 plus. Let's face it, we all know they're in Kurwongbah. There are plenty of big fish in here. But so far this winter, just not really got amongst them. Oh, that's a bit more of a pickup. That's a bit more like it. You know what, I am going to drop an H-block. That's the second decent pickup I've had at the same spot-ish. I kind of want to know. Yeah, see, I'm drifting so quickly. Can't catch up with this fish. Alright buddy, where are we going? You're going to change direction, are you? Ooh, alright, alright. Alright. Oh. More spirited bite, but a smaller fish. I think you can go straight back, buddy. Well, the bites dried up at Caravan Point, so I decided to make my way further up the lake. My old friend, the Kurwongbah wind, had started kicking in, but it wasn't until I turned against it that I noticed this. Yeah. It's a lovely rainbow. You know what that means. And it didn't take long until the heavens opened and I got an absolute soaking. But having made the effort, I tried all around the top end and finally picked up a decent fish in Motorsport Bay. It's not lovely out here, but I've at last caught a decent fish. This one is hard earned. Yeah, he's 41, which is nice. I'm pretty pleased about that, but it's horrible out here. Well, that was fun. I am soaking. What can you do, hey? That was the one random fish from up here. It's tough going today. I'm going to start heading back down the lake. Okay, so this is my absolute last ditch effort. Just come to this corner and there are so many fish here. And I know a couple of weeks ago Brad had a lot of success here. But the wind is just horrendous. So I've got no chance of staying still. So I'm going to chuck the anchor out where it's a bit shallower. right round the back there. I'm going to use the wind behind me to propel the lure towards where I think the fish are, and we'll see if that works. And what we're also going to do, we're going to chuck out that H block so I know if I'm being dragged. I'll come back to you in a minute. There's a fish. At bloody last. Whoa, alright. Oh, cool. There was so many fish there, I had to get a pickup. There is just no way that I couldn't get one. Oh man, at last. And this feels like a decent fish as well. Oh, thank God for that. The last couple of hours have been so frustrating. Oh, it's so nice to get a decent bite. Thank you, Kurwongbah, at last. Did wonder as normal. When? Come on then, buddy, come on. Yep, you'll do. At last. My God, it's taken a while. That is my first decent bass from Lake Kurwongbah for the longest time. Far out, man. It's taken weeks. What are we there? 45 centimetres. Brad, bit of a shout out to you, mate, because yeah, I wasn't going to try this spot, and what do you know, it's been hard graft today. There is a lot of fish there, so I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm going to get this guy back, get back on it. Okay, there are a lot of fish here. It's just whether or not I can convince them to bite. Right, I am battling the wind, but I am going to make this work. It's definitely deeper out there. Oh, thump. Off wind! Yeah, there we go. God, it's so annoying! Just not catching fish. Catching fish is bloody amazing. Wind! This feels like another decent one. I'm just getting dragged around. At last. I'm not gonna lie, I was beginning to lose my marbles slightly. Ooh, alright. Alright. Where are we going? We're going this way, are we? Yeah, we're in 6 to 8 meters of water here, so they've got a lot of playroom. Oh yeah. Alright, buddy. Alright. You're not wanting to give up, are you? Come on. There we go. Not quite as big this time. God, they are long, lean fighting machines. What are we on there? Yep. He's a 42, which is, you know, not to be sniffed at. Oh, far out. After all this time, I finally found them. The session is turned around. Rinse and repeat. I get it. Super long cast out in that deeper water. I don't think there's much point in using the anchor because I'm just getting dragged. Okay, that's down. Oh, thump. Yeah, thump. Oh, think is that on? Yeah, that's on. That's that deeper drop off. It's where I'm sat is 4.5. Out towards there it's about 7 or 8. I'm waiting for it to come up that shelf, and that's where these guys are picking it up. Oh, I cannot tell you how much happier I am now. My mood was pretty black about an hour ago. I was wet, it was windy, I was not a happy bunny, but now I am. I think you can just go straight back, mister. Come on. Little fella this time, you can go straight back. See you next time. It's so strange, this used to be such a hot spot and I've not caught a fish here. I can't remember the last time I caught a fish here actually. This used to be like my go-to spot on the way out the lake when I first started fishing here. And yeah, after then can't remember the last time I caught a fish here. I just don't want to be over the top of them. Yes, please. A weird bite, but a weird bite mainly due to my shoddy angling. I don't know what I was doing there. I was paddling backwards, the bail arm was open. My suspicion is this one's going to be a bit weirdly hooked. Alright buddy, alright. I don't think he's a very big one this time. We'll barrel this one. He's only little. God, he's angry. He's 37, so he's not exactly tiny, I suppose. But I'm a bit spoilt. Well, I've drifted where I'm casting and it is 7.5 metres of water. Without the anchor, I'm getting one cast in and then I've drifted where I want to be fishing. Okay, that's where we want to be. It's the deeper water. If I can get... oh no, is he off? Oh, damn it. No, is he still on? I can't tell what the hell's going on. No, he is still on. I can't tell what the hell's going on here. I think the wind's blowing me so bloody hard I'm catching up with the fish. But that's the secret. If I can get in that deep water, it's on. Well, alright, he's woken up. Either that or he was swimming towards me, but I think maybe it's a combination of swimming towards me and the wind. Alright. He is pulling back. Sort that net out while I've got a second. I mean, the sounder is alive. Leader not. Oh yeah, you'll do. You will do. Yes please, yes please. Bit plump this one. Pretty pleased with that. I couldn't figure out that bite at all. He's he's a 40, which is amazing. Let's get back in that deep water. So that's a difference of 5 metres to 8 metres, and it's a bit of a drop off as far as I can tell. Okay, just in the interests of a comparison, right, these guys are all over the gangbanger, so I'm going to throw the vibe out. Okay, no, it's the gangbanger or nothing. Okay, I ain't going to argue with you. have 3 fan casts. Because what might have happened is that they're pushed out this way. Oh, yeah, there's a fish, there's a fish. Yeah, is he still on? Yeah, he is still on. That's a weird bite. Maybe they're pushed out to the right. That's a very strange bite. He's thumping though, which is a good sign. Just a very strange bite. Tricky fighting them when the wind is blowing towards them, because they come alongside and then go under the kayak, which, oh yeah, here they go, they're out towards the point. Right, okay, I found them again, they're out this direction. Alright, oh yeah, you'll do, you'll do. They've moved, even deeper water, it's about 9.5 out there. Alright buddy, yeah. Oh, decent fish. Okay, fish have definitely moved. I feel like if I can just get the line, the lure in the right spot. Yeah, see, with the line straight like that, then I've actually got connection to it when I'm reeling in. Yeah, there you go. See, that's the trick. If I can get the line lay right, fishing in the right direction, then I can get a fish. I'm casting across them, not got a bloody chance. And a massive bow in the line, got no connection to the lure, and it just makes detecting a bite or actually knowing what the lure is doing on the water next to impossible. Alright buddy, alright. Expertly done, Jake. Come on, that's a good one. That's a nice fish. That is a very nice fish. As mentioned on the way in with this one, if I can get the line lay right, and I can get it straight out in front of me without a massive bow in the line, then I'm in business. That's a 40, which, you know, is a lot of fun. And like that, they were gone. Wow, I think they're still here, but they've really shut down. They're nowhere near as fired up as they were when I first got here. But it's fun while it lasted, far out. That was, yeah, that was a lot of fun. And for the first time in a long time, to get kind of consecutive action in one spot was a bit of a result, because I'm not going to lie, the last couple of months at Kurwongbah, it's been a fish here and a fish there, and they've all been tiny. I just seem to have been plagued with tiny fish. But yeah, we've had everything thrown at us today. We've had wind, we've had rain, sunshine, flat calm. It's just been, yeah, a mixture of everything. And after the week of weather that we've had, I'm kind of surprised that I've got as many bites as I have done. I really thought today was going to be really, really tough, and the beginning was tough, but yeah, it's just rained and rained and rained all week. So to come out here and see a bit of sunshine, it's definitely put a smile on my face. So yeah, I think that wraps this one up. Hope you enjoyed that. Hit the like button if you did, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.